In this video, we are going to see a new feature of C#13, and that is a new escape sequence. Basically, this new escape sequence will make it easy for us to use ANSI escape sequences. ANSI escape sequences allows us to modify the behavior of the text that we put in a console application. For example, we can modify the color, the styling of the text, and also the background color, and also the position of the cursor before we start writing. Let's see an example of this. Here, as we can see, we have text that use ANSI escape sequences in the way that we did previous to C#13. That is, we use this sequence that we have here, then we indicate what we want to do with the text. For example, we use 32M to indicate that we want the text in a green color. Or we can use 33M to indicate that we want the text in yellow. And by the way, here at the end, as you can see, I am basically resetting the text style so that we go back at the default. For example, a white color for the text, no background color, and no special text style. So, as you can see here, then we use 31 for a red color and so on. Here, as you can see, we have background colors. For example, we can use 41M for a red background or 44M for a blue background. Also, we have text styling. We can use bold, we can use italics, we can use underline, and also a strike through. Also, we can combine styling. For example, we can say in the following order, by the way, because the order is important, we have to say text style, semicolon, text color, semicolon, and background. For example, here we have 9, where 9 is a strike through, then 32, where 32 is green, as you can see here, and also we have 41, which is a red background, and here we will have that. And then we have the possibility of creating a progress bar, because we can use this escape sequence, this escape ANSI sequence, that allows us to put the cursor at the beginning of the line, which will allow us to create a progress bar. As you can see here, we are using this symbol for indicating the progress of the progress bar. And then here we have loading completed. So let me run my application. In my case, by the way, I am using Windows 10, so I don't have the latest Windows update, and therefore not all of this will work in the default console application that we run with Visual Studio, but later we're going to see that we can use another terminal that will allow us to see all of this working correctly. But first, let me say Ctrl F5, just so that you can see that everything works. As you can see here we have the progress bar, for example. Here we have this text in green, yellow, red. We have some problems with the icons, but again, we're going to fix that in a few minutes. We have a red background, blue background, bold, italics, underline, strike through. These two doesn't work, but don't worry. A combination of styles and also the progress bar. So what is new here is that instead of using this sequence that it is error prone, you can make an error when writing this. What you can do from C#13 is to say delete this slash, and an E. And that's it. With this, we have this same code, but in this escape sequence. And this is basically it. This is more readable now. As you can see here, this still works. For example, this green text will work, as you can see here. So now what I will do is that I will copy this. Let me select this, Ctrl H, paste this, replace all. And as you can see now, our code is a little bit more easier to read, easier on the eye. Now, as I was saying before, we can use a modern console to be able to visualize all of this styling. So I want to come to the folder that contains my CS Prosh, right click here, open Git Bash here. Let me drag this terminal over here. Let me put this here, and let me say .NET run, which will run my application. And because this is a more modern terminal, we're going to see that everything works. For example, here we have the icons, which looks pretty good if you ask me. We have italics, we also have a strike through working, and also the combination of styles. So as you can see, basically what is new here in C#13 is that now we can use this escape sequence that will allow us to write clearer code when using ANSI escape sequences.